Hey everyone, I am Pine and welcome to Nightbanes. Nightbanes is a free-to-play collectible card game coming to Steam on the 27th of March. And it has very simple controls. I'm actually surprised it's not a mobile game. All you do every turn is playing one card by clicking on it. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You can make a good card game with the mechanic where you only have to play one card per turn. And I would not say this is a terrible solution. I have my problems with it, but basically what happens, you play a card, and the creature will align with your other creatures. I think we play a Velociraptor, and at the end of your turn, the creatures will fill up their drops of blood up here, and as soon as they are filled, well, if they are filled at the beginning of the turn, they will attack, or well, at the end, but basically, they fill up on the first turn, one drop creatures, and will attack at the next turn. And they will attack from then on every turn. So I have 3 creatures now, my enemy has only 1, but he has a knife equipped, well, a meat cleaver, so he deals more damage. Creatures have attack and health values, and well, there are other cards, there are weapons, but your creature has to be able to to get a weapon, to wear a weapon. He can, so we play the Bowie knife, so he will equip the knife. When creatures attack, when they're not getting blocked, they attack the hero, as expected. Yeah, he will die before he can attack, so that's good for us, so we can play more complex creatures, like the Terror Bear. He's pretty good, he can stun enemies. So creatures have special abilities as well, as you can see. The bear will stun a random enemy, for example. Let me show it to you again. There we go. Chance to stun an enemy. Well, he has a chance. Those effects normally go for a random enemy. For example, this one has Shadow Curse. Curses one enemy. Enemy receives 1 additional damage from shadow sources, which is random as well. So I think he deals shadow damage. I don't know. Well, the other real might be the hint for that. There's no shadow on the card though, so I'm not 100% sure. Well, it is a shadow, it's a lurking shadow, so he has that going for it. Let's play the living tree. He heals other creatures. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. And maybe I should show you a few other card types as well if I can. So yeah, these are your heroes. The heroes have a special ability as well. You can play it instead of a card by clicking here. Berserk deals 2 physical damage to 1 enemy. You can play it once per game, or per match. It will target a random enemy though. So then we have spells. Heals one of your creatures for 4, random again, and I think we used a special ability. That makes sense right now because it can kill something useful. There we go, killed that one. That's good for us. Now the bear has another turn to charge, and I think we're winning this. There are artifacts as well, which will have an effect every turn, and there are landscapes which will buff and debuff other creatures, and some creatures have effects like special combos with those landscapes. Let's play the Saber-Tooth Tiger. So, small disclosure, by the way, the developers gave everyone who got preview access to this game, so reviewers, YouTubers and stuff, streamers, 3,000 blood diamonds, which is the premium currency in the game. Oh, this is like a permanent thing as well, I think. Removes 2 bloodlust from 1 inactive enemy creature. Bloodlust is the damage, I think. What do we play? Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense to play the heal. So we play more creatures, I guess. He's dead this turn anyway. Now, that was actually a one-time spell. That was not a permanent thing. There we go, victory. So the developer gave everyone with preview access a bunch of blood diamonds. 3,000 blood diamonds, that's basically more than $100 of in-game currency. So, just so you know, I did not really get paid for this, but still, I want to disclose it. So for winning, we get experience, which you need to level up. Leveling up gives you access to other cards in the shop, so it will unlock shop options basically. Blood pearls, that's a common currency. There are 3 currency: blood pearls, rubies, and blood diamonds. And you get rubies for your daily login reward, basically. Blood diamonds for playing and stuff, and no, blood diamonds for paying, and blood pearls for playing and stuff. And the Gravekeeper Guild likes us 35 points more, which will unlock cards in the shop as well. I will show that in a moment. So you will see over here, quest complete 50%. This actually means to complete the quest, you have to play the quest multiple times and beat it multiple times, 4 times for this quest. It was 3 to 4 times so far for every quest. I don't want to do that again. I find that a little weird, well, mechanic. It's a little bit yeah, I don't know. It drains out the game. Like after you completed the quest, you can play it again in a harder difficulty. That makes sense. That's a new challenge. It makes it more interesting. But playing the same deck, an enemy over and over again. I mean, on the other side, it makes sense as well, because you cannot like get super lucky and win. You have to find a deck that wins kind of consistently against it. Well, you can take a deck that only wins 1 out of 10 times, but then it will take a while until you beat the quest. So from that standpoint, it makes sense, but it feels like they just want to drag out the single player experience in this game a little bit, which is weird. Let's play another round and talk about the card mechanics a little bit and the game mechanics in general. So as I said, it's not necessarily a bad idea to have a 1 card per turn mechanic. This is an artifact, by the way. The copper ring decreases the rage of one enemy by 1. Oh, that now rages the attack. I'm not sure what bloodlust is actually. Oh, probably the drops of blood. Yeah, it's the drops of blood which make your creatures attack. Let's play the Hellcore Hound, not Hellhound. I think he's pretty strong, but he takes 2 turns to charge. But he played the 2-turn creature as well, so that's fine. I don't know. I don't think there is a disadvantage for starting in this game. So starting feels pretty good. Let's pick the Lurking Shadow. He's pretty strong because he charges up immediately and deals potentially 2 damage when he curses the correct target. That's a strong creature. I'm tempted to play Frenzy, especially because he's not dying this turn, because he's only dealing 2 damage. What's his other abilities? Fire Curse. Curses one enemy. Enemy receives 1 additional damage from fire sources. Fire Ward reduces incoming fire damage. Maybe he potentially can kill him if he curses this guy, but it's all random. And that's what I was actually wanted to this is what I actually wanted to talk about. It's all random, which is quite annoying. I think we played this one. Which is quite annoying in the combination. Like, the thing is, if you have a play 1 card per turn mechanic, then the strategy and tactics obviously come from the order you play your cards. Like, I played this card in turn 1, this one in turn 2, and so far and so forth. And for that, it is very useful to predict what will happen. So, which creature will get destroyed, which creature will move in which slot then, and which creature will attack which other target in which turn and stuff. In what turn? What the frick? And the problem I have with that is that a lot of parts of the game are randomized, and so you cannot really predict everything that happens. And I'm not a big fan of the combination of playing only 1 card and then having everything randomized, which means I cannot predict stuff, or not really at least. I mean, I can calculate the chances obviously, but I cannot predict it, and that makes it... Does this attack the hero as well? Probably. I cannot predict it, which well, reduces a lot of the strategy and tactics I can use. Did it attack the hero? I don't think it did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it did not. Ah, too bad. We can play it again to kill this guy though. Yeah, he dies. 3 from that, 2 from the Hound. Actually, 3 from the Hound because he curses his first. He's dead anyway this time. So there we go. So yeah, I'm not too keen on the game mechanics, but this is obviously a little bit of personal taste and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe you like it. I think you got a good impression from it now. So let's take a look at the other parts of the game. So this is the quests. There are more, well, areas and stuff after you completed the first like 4 apparently down here. Then the shop is obviously a very important part of the game because it's a free-to-play CCG. So what do we got? So as I said, we have blood diamonds and blood pearls and rubies. The only way to get rubies so far is, I think, at least that's the only way I found from the daily reward thing. So you get 1 ruby per day or a little more. And yeah, you buy blood diamonds, you get blood pearls like 40 to 50 per match so far, if that doesn't change. So we can calculate the price up based on that. We can take a look at the blood diamonds really quick. So you can get a starter pack for 10 bucks. You get 300 blood diamonds, and that's only a one-time thing though. If you want to buy more, then it gets a little bit more expensive. And as you can see, we got 3,000 for free. That's more than 100 bucks. So yeah, but I'm probably not going to use them because I'm not too keen on the game, as I explained a minute ago. So yeah, you get basically 300 diamonds for 10 bucks. That's calculated on that basis. So if we take a look at the cards, so booster packs, for example, you can buy booster packs. These are the good booster packs, and this is the basic booster pack where you only get common and uncommons and a chance for a rare card. And in those you get uncommons and rares and a chance for an epic card. So you can buy, for the 300 blood diamonds, you can buy 10 booster packs, for example, or 6 booster packs and the 2 other decks here. There are actually 4 decks. Those are 2 decks, and then there are the other 2 starter decks. Well, 5 decks overall. You get 1 deck for free, 1 of the starter deck, then 2 more starter decks, and those 2 decks. You get 4 cards in a booster pack for 250 blood pearls, so you get close to 1 card per match, I guess. Especially because you get some cards from the quest as well. I think 1 card per match is about right, and I think that's kind of a reasonable pace. The thing is, you only get the crap cards though, so yeah, I think you will have a really hard time getting the good cards without paying, which kind of is fair, to be honest, because if you're not paying, then you're not supporting the developer, so why would you get anything? But it feels like it gets very grindy very quickly. Like, I don't think you get all the cards, or even close to all the cards, with 10 booster packs, especially because you only get 1 rare and a chance for an epic, so it feels a little expensive, and especially important because this game is actually not, like, the cards are not balanced. Like, they're cards are never all balanced, obviously, but the cards don't even try to, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, there are cards that are just plain better than other cards. Like, especially you can upgrade cards, for example, you can level them. Let's go to the level thingy. So you can have this card, for example, pay 3,000 blood pearls to get this card, which is just better. It has 2 more damage. So this is not necessarily bad, especially if you're focusing on single player content, and this game has single player content, so you can actually, the player has some progression. His deck gets stronger because he gets stronger cards, and that allows him to beat harder quests, basically. So that makes sense, but if you can, like, for PvP, it's always a little bit shitty, especially because, especially if you can pay for the cards, because basically you can pay. Yeah, let's try that again. What's wrong with my words today? Sorry. Basically, you can buy power. You can buy the better cards. And yeah, by the way, by the leveling and evolution stuff, evolution is combining multiple cards in another one. Those blood pearl prices are crazy. Like, this is ridiculous. 5,000 blood pearls, that's what, 100 matches or so, just to combine those 3 cards into one of those. That sounds a little crazy to me. I'm not sure. Like, you can buy blood pearls, obviously, for blood diamonds. Where is it by items? Yeah, here. You can buy 10,000 blood pearls for 300 diamonds, so that's for 10 bucks. So for 10 bucks, you can basically do this twice. So 5 bucks to craft this card. That's a little crazy. I mean, you obviously can earn it with in-game money, or like by playing in-game, but still, those prices seem a little over the top for me. But I'm not sure, maybe if you play this game for a while, you get a lot of those blood pearls, because I guess you don't want to spend them all on those basic booster packs, because yeah, where's the point? You will only get rare cards and sometimes an epic anyway, so probably not worth your time at some point anymore. So then you can buy single cards for blood diamonds. Rewards, yeah, so there are PvP rewards, which you get for playing PvP, or unlock by playing PvP and then buy them for blood pearls. There are faction rewards. That's what I said earlier. The Gravekeeper Guild likes me a little more. As soon as they like you enough, you can buy their cards for blood pearls as well. Kind of expensive. 20,000. Wow, I didn't saw that before. 20,000 for a card. I hope that's a legendary one. It's unique. It's probably good. Masterful Dragon Staff. Summon Dragon Spawn. Summons 1 Dragon Spawn. Okay. Reduces incoming damage from draconic creatures by 3 for this creature. Oh, well, that sounds pretty good. Then there are, for the level is the same thing, you unlock cards. Those are paid with blood diamonds for some reason, though. I'm not sure if there's another way of getting them. Probably, because the developer stated that it's possible to get all cards for free. It might take a while, though, but it's potentially possible. I'm not sure. Maybe you get them through booster packs or evolving. And the quest will unlock cards as well. So then you can buy blood pearls, as I said. You can buy extra deck slots. You have 4 deck slots to begin with, and you can buy more for 60 blood diamonds. So Yeah, and those thingies, that's for PvP. It's not too important right now. We can talk about it later, really quick. So yeah, that's about the shop, I think. So let's go to the deck editor, which is obviously a very important part for the collectible card game as well. So the deck editor is, it's okay. It's not terrible. I saw worse. I saw way worse deck editors in other card games, but it's not great either. So your deck, the good thing about the deck part, the upper half is your deck. As you can read here. The good thing about the deck part is that you can see all your cards. They're not shuffled. They're not like they're just, you can all see all the cards. You see all 3 cards. You have a good overview of all your cards. But there's no filter. You cannot sort them. Nothing. So that's a little unfortunate. For the library, like all your cards, you have filters. So that's good. You can filter by card type. That's all the card types, by the way. Which one did I not explain yet? So that's your hero, Vampire Lord. Creatures, artifacts, do something every turn. Powers is a spell. A weapon and armor can be equipped to your creatures. A mount, you can your hero can mount or can get a mount, so he can get on. Well, I have a mount somewhere. There we go. You can equip that to your hero when you draw it, and basically the enemies have to kill the mount before they kill the hero. And the mount has special abilities as well. And as I mentioned earlier, landscapes. I don't locations is what they're called. I don't think I have any location though. So yeah. And you can sort by the card set and the rarity. And if we're not going for other cards, we can guide like the creature type, structure points, stuff like that. Yeah, creature type is the important one here, obviously. Oh, weapon and armor slots. So the filters are actually quite good. The filters for the library are good, but I would like to see filters for my deck as well. And especially, I would like to have a way to sort those cards. Like I cannot even sort them manually, but having them in a order and changing that, being able to change that order would be great. So the deck editor works. You just drag and drop, obviously. Like just do this. It works. It's not great. You can sell cards as well. I forgot that. Don't save it. You can turn cards into blood pearls. That's another way of getting blood pearls. But it's, well, you get, let's say you get 1 uncommon and 3 common cards from your booster pack. That's for what's that? 60 blood pearls. That's not too much. If all those cards are useless. So yeah, I mean, if you turn a legendary card into blood pearls, you get 2,000. But I doubt you want to do that. So anyway, okay, PvP obviously makes sense. So there are 3 modes of PvP: active PvP, passive PvP, and friendly PvP. Active PvP is what you would think. It's a ranked match. You have an elo rating down here. You cannot completely see. It's 1,200. And rank and stuff. You play against other players. And then there's passive PvP, where you play against another player's deck, but controlled by the AI. This will cost vengeance points. Those are the red things I skipped earlier in the shop. Basically, they refill over time, and you can increase the maximum of vengeance points you have by buying them in the shop. And friendly PvP is basically a custom match. And yeah, there are PvP rewards, and you can unlock them and then buy them. And there's guild raids. So basically, I could not play PvP yet, by the way, because this is pre-release, so nobody's playing yet. Same goes for guilds. So you have guilds, and then you can get guild raids and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And there's a ranking page. Let's take a look at that as well. It looks a little weird, but I think it does the job. Like, there's a ranking. It would be nice to have an option to jump to my position, I guess. That would be great. You can sort by multiple things. Quest victories, for example. And then there's the encyclopedia, where you can see all the cards. There are 433 cards in the game. So you can see all the cards here, no mysteries. You can find all of them here. The Undead Warhorse, for example. Oh, there was one cool one. The Tentacle Cloak. Looks really neat. I kind of like the art style of the game. I mean, I'm normally not a big fan of horror and vampire stuff, but some of the cards look really cool. Okay, that's kind of generic. That one is neat. Hitman. It's even called Hitman. Okay. I'm not sure. I would guess Hitman is trademarked, but well, I'm not sure about that. So whatever. Most of the vampire ladies are quite sexy. Well, she's not too much sexy. Not too sexy, I guess. At least not on the picture. Anyway, so some of the pictures are pretty cool. This one looks a little weird, but this one is quite neat. Hellfire Cycle. Neat. Okay, so what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, the option menu, last but not least. So the option menu is not great, but it's not terrible either. I mean, the game doesn't need a big option menu. They are not like, it's not a 3D game, it's a card game, so you don't need much. And you have 3 presets for graphics, so that should be enough. You have resolution options. You don't have window mode, which is very unfortunate in my opinion. Oh, you can increase the game speed, which is useful. You have separated sound sliders, which is good, and you can change the language. So yeah, it's okay. It's not brilliant, but it's good enough for a card game, I guess. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap this video up, I guess. So as I said, I'm not too keen on the combination of 1 card per turn mechanics and a lot of random stuff, because I think it defeats the purpose, like it doesn't synergize well, but that's kind of personal taste, obviously. So if you like that, if you like the game mechanics, feel free to try it out. It's free to play. I would like to see this on a mobile device. I think this would be quite fun on a mobile device, because the 1 card per turn mechanic makes it really easy to control on a mobile device. Obviously, you only have to select 1 card, and there you go. You don't have to like make multiple clicks and discrete text there and stuff like that, like in other card games. So that would be great. But on a PC, it's not my kind of thing. I have the feeling, I'm not 100% sure, but from what I've seen in the shop and stuff, it gets very grindy if you're not paying money, or it gets very expensive pretty quickly if you try to get all the cards, for example. I think getting all the cards is super expensive, especially. So if you're that kind of guy who wants to collect all of the stuff, or especially if you're looking into high-level PvP stuff, where like if you're, like, for example, if you're, I don't know, playing Magic Gathering, or well, in Magic Gathering, House don't have the same problems. Like if you want to play high-level PvP, you need all the right cards, and that can get quite expensive. And I think that's the case here as well. So if you're looking for a competitive, fair PvP situation, then you're probably not gonna find this here unless you spend a lot of money. So yeah, but I think you can have fun in the PvP anyway, if that's not your only goal, obviously. So anyway, as I said, I'm not too big of a fan, but I think you can make your own mind about it after I showed you everything. So thanks a lot for watching, have fun, and see you next time. Oh yeah, once again, it releases on the 27th of March on Steam. It's Nightbanes I don't know what's wrong with my words. It's time to end this video. It's called Nightbanes, and it's free to play. Thanks a lot for watching, have fun, and see you next time.